Greetings, Stalkers, and welcome to the Grymm Mansion. My name is Abominathan, your fellow doctor that apples are scared of, and I'm joined tonight and all nights by my dear friend.
Weird Eldritch, your forest-dwelling occultist.
So I think we've been, we haven't been putting this off that much, but it might be one of the biggest, probably one of the biggest horror movies of this year.
Yeah, certainly. There's a lot of people talking about it, definitely.
Yeah, and we thought we'd just weigh in. It is definitely not. Wait, what? Why? Why are we already go? Okay, it's called Weapons. I don't know how you're gonna edit that, but it's called Weapons. roll the intro. There we go.
Well, I think I will be the one editing, considering that this movie had us sacrificing each and every thrall in our mention. We're currently looking for new editors. If anyone wants to join in, just send us a message.
True, our applications for thralls are open. If you don't mind being subject to several modifications to your body and your brain, and you don't mind spending the rest of your unlife subservience to our every command, then yeah, do that. Anyway,
Obviously comes with dental benefits.
yeah, of course, we take care of all of that. Unfortunately. Anyway, so the candles are lit, the circles have been closed, and the words of power have been recited. Let us begin tonight's gathering. This is a very interesting movie, right off the bat, because it, by just the nature, by just the, like, I think it's a big thing of it, is the movie gives you nothing off the bat. It gives you no context. It gives you, it really lets you guess what is happening until the last moment. I mean, you could, if you're smart like me, you could guess what's going on like 30 minutes into the movie. But that's kind of the thing. It plays with your expectations and with your and makes you guess, and that's a style of horror movie that I really like. But yeah, it is told in a non-linear fashion through the perspective of multiple characters, multiple victims, I guess you could call them, of this event, this incident that happened in this town in Pennsylvania. Forgot the name of the town, but anyway.
Maybrook. We're sharing notes this time, so.
Yes. So, do you want to explain what the incident was?
This protagonist, this is one of our point of view characters eventually, is Alex Lilly. And it just so happens that in a given day, all of the children in his class, except for him, don't show up. The only two people in the classroom are Alex and his teacher, who is the first character in the point of view.
Yeah.
And
Justine.
the town mostly... Yeah, Justine. The town mostly blames her since she's an outsider.
Mm-hmm.
They keep calling her a witch because of the way that the children disappeared. They all apparently got up at 2:17 in the morning and walked out of their houses with their arms wide open, apparently.
Yep.
As if embracing the terrible fate that awaits them, in a way.
As I said, the story follows multiple points of view from these characters as they try to figure out a bunch of like. There's also a lot of drama between them. There's alcoholism. There's fighting. But eventually, like it all culminates in this effectively this criminal investigation of what happened, and it seems like there's been a cover up. Like the police doesn't really want people meddling with the details and the events, and we eventually figure out why. Say you were saying about Alex's family.
Yeah. So Alex's family was apparently visited by a distant aunt called Gladys, who no one in the family seems to really know. She just claims to be a distant relative. That's essentially it. She initially appears very ill, and she needs some help, people to take care of her. So she's going to be spending a few days in the house. And Alex catches a glimpse of this old woman laying in a bed covered with blankets and sweating and appearing really, really sick.
Without hair and stuff.
Apparently, she eventually gets better as Alex's parents get worse.
Worse is a way to put it, yeah.
We come to discover that Gladys is essentially draining them of their life in order to sustain herself. Something that we know very well. Whatever she's doing to Alex's parents doesn't seem to be working for her anymore. We get a little bit of a tease for Gladys's power as she puts a show of dominance in front of Alex, and she bewitches his parents to commit violence on themselves. They start stabbing themselves with forks on their faces, only stopping when she breaks her own enchantment. It's something that she says that she can make them hurt themselves, hurt each other, hurt him, if he does not play by a rule.
Yeah, it's a crazy intimidation tactic, and it does work wonderfully because Alex is completely he can't do anything. He's completely overpowered, and he has to do her every command. He becomes her servant, maybe her apprentice. Who knows?
It becomes her weapon.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the title later, but yeah, the mission, the task that Gladys gives Alex is, as she explains to him, that yeah, she needs more. It's not his parents are not enough, so she asks Alex to take an item from each of his classmates. Sure enough, he does that. He takes all of the name tags from the shelves of his classmates and gives them over to
something that they've done, right? Something that they've done themselves with their own hands. All of them are custom, right? All the kids make their own. That's
true. That's true. Yeah. No, yeah. It has to be an item that's of importance, and that sort of has that mark. Yeah, I guess of the person. Kind of breaking a little bit with the plot here, but basically, yeah, he does that. He hands them over to Gladys for her to do the spell, which then kicks off this whole thing. And yeah, as you said, Justine is the one, so the teacher, and she's got a little bit of a troubled past. So the whole town immediately blames her for it, pretty much. Yeah, she falls back into alcoholism.
Which is a big theme in the movie.
Yes, it is. She kind of has like an affair with her ex-boyfriend, who's a police officer, Paul. But Justine is worried. One of the parents, he's one of the most vocal parents. I forgot his name. I call him David Hasselhoff.
Archer.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, so there's like a bunch of people kind of tormenting her, but she is genuinely worried, and the police don't let her talk to Alex, but she is genuinely worried about Alex's well-being. One day she follows him home, and she notices, like she's the first person to peer into his house and see his parents sitting motionless in the couch. That's the first instance of somebody discovering the truth or peering into it. And later that night, because she was sleeping in the car, the mother of Alex, we know that she's being manipulated. So she comes with the scissors, pairs of scissors, and cuts a lock of Justine's hair.
While
And
she's
yeah, that's
asleep.
gonna
Yeah.
and that's gonna be used later.
Yeah, as we already said, this is how Gladys performs her enchantments. She needs something from a person. Obviously, one of the easiest things to get from someone is their hair.
Yeah, it's very interesting the method that she uses for her spells. There's like it's a twig of blackthorn tree that she pulls the hair of the target around it and then breaks it, and then when she breaks it, that implies something. It's like attack the person or something like that. It's
Then
very
she dips it into some sort of.
yeah, the
I think it's
water.
maybe just water.
Yeah, I think it's the water kind of undoes the thing. It's very intricate system. But yeah.
Not that intricate, apparently. But regardless, she eventually calls her director, who had forbidden her from seeing Alex or whomever was related to this event. While he initially dissuades her from pursuing, he can't help but do it himself. So he decides to investigate into this event, right? But maybe perhaps I should be talking about Archer.
Yeah, so one of the first things that I thought when I was watching the movie, when I saw that first scene where they explained the event, one of the first things I thought of was, okay, what if you triangulated the direction that all of these children are running? Because you have the recordings from the ring cam. Nowadays everybody has
They
cameras
have
in the
ring
front doors.
cameras, they have
Unfortunately, like we
dashboards.
yeah,
Yeah, we're
you're
all
the one that
aware.
you're the one that has to deal with that. I don't I'm not risking my skin for
It's
that. But
really no issue.
anyway, so yeah, so they have videos. Well, he decides to, because he has a he's completely, I mean, all the parents are basically like traumatized by this event, of course. So he's sleeping in the bed of his daughter, I think.
His son.
Son? Okay.
It's his son, Matthew, that disappeared.
Okay. And he's kind of obsessed over that recording, which makes sense. It's the last thing he has of his kid, and he has a nightmare, and this nightmare is weird. He follows his son through I guess the trees and whatever, and he finds this mirror version of his own house, and when he enters the house, and he walks up to what is supposed to be the mirror version of the room of his kid, he sees his kid sleeping, and he sort of is like filled with grief, and he's kind of overwhelmed with saying sorry and all that. And then suddenly we have this jump scare that the kid turns into this, well, Gladys, like this woman, this old woman with extreme amounts of makeup on. Which is it's an interesting jump scare. I have to say that there is one detail that it's very strange, and I'm going to mention it, but I don't really know what to make of it. It's that he sees this. It's a gun. It's a
rifle.
He sees it in the sky with the number 217, and I still have no idea what that means. But okay.
The 217 is a reference to the time that the kids left, but
yeah, but
it could also be. I also thought about this. I don't know if I'd maybe save it for later.
You could save it. I don't know.
But it could also be Gladys's age.
Okay.
Because when she shows up to talk about Alex to Marcus, the director, she mentions that Alex's parents aren't feeling well. And she mentions consumption.
Yeah, just a little touch of consumption, which is a interesting way to put it.
Just a little bit of tuberculosis is essentially what she said.
Yeah, and for a second I was like when I watched that scene, I was
nostalgia?
Yeah, for a second I didn't, nothing felt wrong about it, but then I thought about it and I was like, wait a minute. Nobody says
that anymore.
Nobody
right?
says consumption anymore. And that's when it hit me. Okay, yeah. She
might be very old.
Yeah. She might be older than us. Who knows? I don't know when the movie is supposed to take place, but present day around there.
2025, I assume.
Probably.
The way that she speaks, she was probably either a pilgrim or one of the first generations of.
Yeah, because I believe
Um,
the term tuberculosis was only coined in like the mid 19th century, so like 18 something. So like she must have already been like an adult by then, like
mhm.
quite yeah, she's quite old. I think 217 might not be enough years, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I would have to calculate that. But yeah, regardless, yeah, it's established that she's really old. That's a sort of the thing. But regardless, as I was saying, I'm kind of going all over the place, but basically
Mhm.
focusing is Archer. This is when Archer has this idea. Okay, I'm gonna try. I have the Ring camera footage. Well, he asks for another parent's ring camera footage of their child, and he decides to triangulate it. He grabs both footages, calculates where the direction is for both of the kids, and he draws it on the map, and he finds the location. That's where he finds the location of the what he at this time doesn't know it's Alex's house, but then later Justine, when they bond, that's when he shows that to Justine, and Justine says, "Hey, that's Alex's house," because she knows because I guess the
They're
teacher.
bonding at the hospital
Yeah.
after she is there recovering from an
Yes.
attack by the principal of her school. Was just in his own house after this lady shows up,
Hmm.
Gladys, saying that she needs his help. She's dying of thirst, and Marcus's husband cannot help but to, well, help this poor old lady, while his husband is saying, "No, please don't come in." As soon as she gets in, she starts acting completely normal, right? Nothing's wrong with her. She asks for a bowl of water instead of a glass of water. And that's
Yeah.
when she starts casting her enchantment and turns Marcus into a weapon again.
Yeah.
He starts beating his own husband unconscious
Dang.
and
Yeah.
further until his head is caved in into a pole. Um,
Yeah.
she and Gladys then unleashes Marcus onto Justine,
Hmm.
who
Using the
chases
lock of
him.
hair.
Yes, that Alex's mother got from when she was staking out the house.
Hmm.
Yeah, he follows him in. He follows her into a gas station. Attacks her there. Archer kind of defends her, and he is eventually just run over by a car because he crosses a red light, and that's how he dies. And yeah, while they're talking about how these kids are like, he only has the one camera, so he crosses two lines, and where they cross, he just puts a big circle
Hmm.
around, and she is immediately able to pick out, yeah, that's Alex Lily's house. That's where we need to go.
Yep.
While this is happening, there's also the police guy who, Paul, who was
Yep.
friends with Justine, and he was out drinking with her when she relapses. He's not relapsing though. That's something important. He's drinking just coke, I think.
Yep.
But he. It's a point of the movie that this guy is trying to have a child with his wife, even if he doesn't seem very happy with the life that he's leading. But it's really important to him that he doesn't get sick,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
so he arrests while chasing this kid who was apparently robbing some place. He chases him and he eventually catches up to him and he asks, "I won't find any needles in your pockets when I'm searching, right? Like I won't be mad, just please tell me the truth. I don't want to get pricked."
Hmm.
And sure enough, the kid says no. Sure enough, puts his hand down his pocket, gets pricked.
Yeah. He punches him.
My Satan, clobbers him, knocks him out, and
Yes.
realizes a little bit too late that the incident was recorded on his dash cam.
Yep.
He unplugs it, he wakes the kid back up, and tells him like, "Don't, just this never happened. Just don't don't show up.
Yeah. His name is
Ignore my
James, by the way. The
yeah,
kid's name.
okay, James." He's also a POV character, right?
Hmm.
So he's obviously a heroin addict and he can't score anything. He's been trying like to call his friends to get like his family to get money. He
Hmm.
randomly opens car doors to check if they have loot inside.
Yeah.
But his big score comes when he finds this 50K reward for 17 missing kids. It's not like he's after the kids, mind you.
Yeah.
He finds them randomly in one of the houses that he's looting. He finds
Yep.
17 kids just looking, standing in the basement, like waiting for orders.
Yep.
The house was boarded up, so he thought there was no one inside. He finds Alex's parents also there, just sitting and waiting for
Hmm.
orders again.
They do attack him when Gladys realizes probably that he entered the basement, and he has to run out of there. But yeah, when he goes to the police station to get the reward, because all he's thinking about is the reward. He's not even thinking about
Yeah,
the
he does
actual
not
kids.
want to go into a police station. He's like, can you just bring
Yeah,
someone with the money to me so I
yeah,
can.
because of
Yeah,
what Paul said to him. And
yeah.
so when he arrives at the police or near the police station, Paul sees him and immediately starts chasing him with his police car. And he decides to turn off the dash cam this time, ahead of time, just in case, because he
He
is
follow.
pissed.
Yeah, it follows him to the place where he sleeps, which is like in the middle of the woods. And kids kind of seeing Gladys in there, like just saying hi to him. So he hides in his tent, a bunch of needles in his hand, and someone puts their hand down his tent.
That sounds
Um,
weird out of context, but yeah.
I know, pause. And he just stabs Paul in the face with these needles, right in the face. Cuffs him, puts him in the back of a car, and that they try to
Hmm.
talk a little bit. And he says, I know where the kids are.
Hmm.
He takes the cop there. Cop goes into the house, but he never comes back.
Well, when he does come back, I think at night or something,
Yeah, much later. And he just
he
drags James out of the car, drags him into the house. It's never to be seen again.
Yeah, so this is, I guess, when it all culminates, right? So we have who do we have? We have Paul, we have
Justine
James.
and
Yeah,
Alex, Justine and Archer, who
yeah,
are
they're
now like going into the Lily house.
well,
And
they're
inside we have Alex and Gladys.
yeah, because
Plus,
we have them like there's a scene in which they're like both just like looking at the house from the outside, and Paul comes out. So Paul, already like possessed, comes out and just invites them in, like with a slow kind of movement of
wave
the hand.
or beckoning them, yeah.
Yeah, so they just they go inside, and yeah, there's James and Paul. They're both turned. There's also the parent. So Gladys is now preparing. This is her lair. She's preparing for the boss fight, essentially. So she's made these lines of salt on the ground, multiple lines. There's one right outside of her room, with both Alex's parents sitting as or standing as either side of the door as guards. Yeah, and then there's another line of salt on the ground floor that I think it's Justine that trips it, and that triggers the other two. So Paul and
Alex triggers his own parents, right?
yeah, Alex does that yeah,
Mm-hmm.
does it on purpose to and then the parents jump at him. He manages to barricade himself on like the back bathroom or something.
He successfully closes doors while he prepares for something because he first closes Gladys's room and grabs a branch from the blackthorn tree,
Hmm.
and then locks himself in the bathroom and starts peeling hairs from her wig.
Yeah, this guy, no, I don't think it's her wig. I think it's general because she still
It's
has like a little bit of hair. No,
exactly in their wig.
yeah.
The
There's bits of
pins
real
that
hair.
hold
Yes.
exactly that hold
Yeah.
her or hold her hair still have like bits of hair stuck there. So
Yeah.
he
No,
grabs a bunch of them and starts turning them around the twig. Then he
yeah,
breaks them, and Gladys immediately knows that something is wrong.
yeah. But before that, so yeah, we just have like the like a action scene with like Archer goes to the basement, finds the kids, and then Gladys snatches his I guess his she manages to turn him as well, turns him against Justine. Because Justine had to kill. So you had Archer killed or was forced to kill James, and then Justine was forced to shoot Paul, who was choking her, shoot Paul with his own gun multiple times to kill him, which was yeah, that she's not recovering from that one. And then that's when Archer turned now against Justine, is trying to choke her as well, and that's when Alex snaps the twig. We know already by this point of the movie that is the signal to attack whoever this hair belongs to, and that was Gladys. And Gladys now has 17 children running after her.
This is probably the fun. It's sad to see, uh, but it's hubris, right?
Yeah, it's
Defeated by your own spell, by your own poison,
yeah this
by your own thrall, right?
yeah it's the typical the spell turned against the
The
wizard
sorcerer.
or the sorcerer. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want to call it.
And well, in this case, I guess literally. But yeah, she is torn to pieces by those kids. Holy shit. Yeah, and when she dies, the spells are all kind of broken. I mean, they're broken,
But
but
the damage is done. She
yeah.
already took something out of these people. There's the prologue that's spoken by the same narrator at the beginning says that these kids did eventually get some recovery. Some of them are speaking again.
Mhm.
Their brains still very plastic, but Alex's parents are vegetables. They are essentially still being
Yeah.
fed at some hospital or daycare, something like that.
Yeah, and that's the movie. Where to begin?
It's a very long, convoluted, complicated movie.
Yeah, we already touched on some points. We couldn't help it. I think we can start off Gladys herself, or is that
What a
two?
character.
Yeah,
Evil to
it's
the core.
yeah. So I'm a little torn on Gladys because on one hand, she is a perfect example of, I guess, true evil, if you want to call it. It's like she is,
Self-serving.
she knows what she wants and she's gonna get it regardless of. She is absolutely just like, yeah. I mean, yeah, her humanity is gone, so that's nice to see. It's I think nowadays is kind of rare for because she's essentially a monster, right? You could say
Yeah.
she's no longer a human being. She's not a
No.
human being. She's a
Whatever taught her this kind of magic must have also taken every ounce of humanity that she had because she doesn't show she only shows remorse for it's not even remorse, it's like I got by my own spell, you know.
yeah
I let this kid watch me doing this magic to taunt him, and then I'm
yeah
undone
yeah.
by the same token. It's poetic, tragic,
Mhm.
and it relates to the opening message of this episode. Hence why we had to slaughter every thrall in this mansion. We were getting careless, and this was a cautionary tale for us.
It is a cautionary tale. Definitely. Once again, it's an example, and I think this is kind of it's sort of a bit of my critique of Gladys herself, which is I think that the movie got the right idea of doing like again, as I said, very evil. The character is very has this aura around her, which is very conic, I would say. But then it kind of does develop because the carelessness of just
Yeah, I think
you
that was due to
left
desperation. You know,
y- right.
I'll let you finish.
Yeah, instead of making sure that your stuff wasn't easily accessible by a kid, the kid that has watched you do all these spells, so you know that he must, like, you're not stupid, or I guess she kind of is in this case, I don't know. She decides to go down the stairs to personally taunt Justine. I don't know. I guess it's just movie logic. Because she doesn't have to do that at all. It's just the movie being dramatic. But and giving the chance for Alex to do the thing, but it's like, yeah, it's just a little bit. I don't know. In my opinion, it's kind of like stupid for her to
From
do
my
that.
optics, I see it as
After, go ahead, go ahead.
well, from what I see it is, it's more as the desperation of my regular shtick of parasiting middle-aged people is not working anymore. I need 17 children. What kind of mind state gets you there? Know what I'm saying? Like what do you need to do, or where do you need to be mentally in order to say this what I'm doing is completely normal and will in no way backfire.
That is true. Like the plan, if you think about it, the plan is very
It's too
far-fetched.
much. It's too
Yeah.
much.
But the
She
truth
bit
is,
off more than she could chew.
but the truth
And I
is,
think that was due to desperation.
she managed to perform the plan basically flawlessly up until this point though. So like she is capable of carrying. It was genuinely just a fluke of letting her guard down, just maybe hubris. Maybe that's it. It's hubris. Like she just like, okay, like I've won at this point. Maybe that's it. But it's like,
Yes, that was it. I think that was it.
you
It was
know,
the fact that she thought that she could mentally destroy this child with her taunts,
yeah.
and
Which is also another interesting
it
thing,
backfired.
which is, so it seems maybe she can't undo, which is kind of strange, but maybe there's no way for her to undo. I mean we see this when the spells all end. Like these people aren't normal. Like they've been severely affected by the spell. So the spell must destroy something in the brain or the body or whatever of the person that is affected by it. So maybe because she needs, that's I think kind of the justification that the movie gives us as to why Alex wasn't a victim as well. Like he's a victim in another way, but not by the spell. Because she needs someone to feed, because they can't feed themselves. They are, yeah, they're vegetables. They're weapons. They're kind of like machines. She needs someone to go buy the food and go feed all of these people. So the 17 kids and both his parents.
Stay
So
alive for the duration of the ritual or whatever she's doing. Yeah.
yeah, and so yeah, it is risky to let this person, so Alex, this kid, not be like he is. I guess it's just like absolute. She really does believe she has absolute control, and she kind of does for almost the entire movie. She believes that there's no need for a safeguard. There's no need for anything else for me to do to prevent this kid from turning against me, basically using my spells against me, or just
Mm-hmm.
killing me. I mean, he could just kill her. Technically, he could just like grab a knife and stab her.
Well,
Maybe.
yeah, she doesn't seem to have any sort of vulnerability to that kind of
Yeah,
damage, I
it's
guess.
yeah, it's really just he's a kid. That's basically it. Like
Mm-hmm.
he is completely vulnerable to her and all this going on.
Yeah,
That's mostly it.
she is clearly some sort of. There's also the parasitic
Oh yeah,
parallel that the movie throws at you at like two times at least. One in
yeah,
the tape and another one in the classroom.
it's a little much. I think it's a little too on the nose, but yeah, it does.
Yeah, I
The
think it's
parallels there.
distracting from another possible theme of the movie that you could look at it as the theme of addiction and
Yeah.
how it not only destroys the people to a point of
Mm.
being single-minded individuals that will do
Yeah.
anything for their target for what they want to do, whatever their goal is. In this case, it was to destroy whatever Gladys wanted to destroy, but and to the way that it destroys and traumatizes the people around you. In the case of Alex, he had to take care of his parents, you
Hmm.
know, which is
Yeah.
something that also happens a lot in cases of where families are destroyed by this sort of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. The addiction or just disease like that. You being incapacitated by something
Hmm.
and then having someone to have to take care of you, and it does feel like a, yeah, it's also like a parasite. Like it is. Yeah. Yeah. You put it very well. It's like it does destroy the family and the people around you,
Hmm.
and that's, I guess that's a very very
And it can
important
destroy
theme.
generations of kids.
Yes, yes. So that's definitely, yeah, one of the themes that I think we can pick out. There was a theme that you.
Yeah, I was trying to develop it throughout the movie, which was the school tutor, but I don't think I
It
couldn't really connect it to
Yeah,
anything
it
else.
was it was a bit of a red herring, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe because there's kids being bullied and the father's dream with the rifle. Alex is a little bit bullied,
He
or at
is.
least there's bullied kids. There's mentions of bullying throughout the movie, and
Hmm.
even the father's dream with the AR with the rifle that he sees over the house. But there's never even Alex himself acts extremely cut off. Like he doesn't want to talk to his teacher. Like he tells like straight up yells at her, "Don't follow me." And the fact that his parents are in this like they show no sort of emotion towards him. The blame is always towards the teacher.
Yeah, it's not very.
Strong, no, I get it's not
Yeah.
very strong. It would be, and I don't know how it would be received, if it
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
was.
yeah.
I remember one movie about a school shooting, which was Elephant from Gus Van Sant.
I don't think I watched that one. Was it a horror movie though?
No, it's more of a drama, and it's about a school shooting in Oregon, and it's heavily inspired by Columbine. Um,
Okay.
we can watch it one of these days, but I don't think we will be.
Yeah, I don't think it fits. Then that brings us to the obvious question of the movie, which is why is it called Weapons? Who is the weapon here?
Everyone under Gladys control, or I think the thing there's also that parallel that anyone can become a weapon under
Yeah,
the right circumstances, right? It's a sort of it
yeah.
could
There's a
also be an angle of brainwashing
yeah.
because that's essentially what it
Yeah,
does.
there's that that theme as well that we haven't touched on, which is the cults
Hmm.
theme, the manipulation and the brainwashing.
I didn't think of it as we were watching it. I don't know if you did, or is it just developing now as
Kind
we
of.
talk
No,
about it? But
I thought about it. But it's very interesting the angle of like anyone can be turned as a weapon, can be used. And again, this ties with the parasite thing. If these people are being used by someone else,
Mhm.
yeah, that's another big theme. I guess that's kind of what gives the. I mean, we could theorize, but yeah, that I think that's kind of the more obvious reason why it's called weapons.
Yeah, but when you first told me about this movie, and I saw the kids on the cover and everything, I really thought that well, as the movie was developing, everything about the kid just being the only one showing up, and I really thought it was about this angle of school shooting, and the more the movie got into it, the more I saw that it had nothing to do with it, or at least
Yeah,
I couldn't really find
yeah.
a.
The movie, yeah, I think the movie does, and that is the in my opinion that's the best part about it is the way that it tries to play with your expectation and the red herrings that it throws. I do think that it could have handled that part a little better because I did feel like after watching it, then I start because what usually happens after I watch a movie like this is I go through in my head all of the scenes
Mhm.
and then I try to analyze, try to like reinterpret all the scenes. And there's a lot of scenes in this movie that I'm just like, I don't really understand why they needed to be there. Like for example, the scene with one of the first scenes that we get, one of the first like really kind of tense points with Justine, which is when she enters her house and there's somebody like knocking on her door and it's somebody that just like is like taunting her. We don't even see who it is. It seems like there's somebody like standing. You can kind of see the feet under the door, someone standing behind the door, but then when she opens, there's no one there. And I'm like, okay, yeah, it kind of shows like, she's being taunted by her town, but it doesn't feel like that's what the movie was trying to make you feel. It feels like the movie was trying to say, oh no, there's something else after her as well, some kind of monster or whatever. And then that just kind of leads nowhere because I mean, unless that was Gladys, but why would Gladys be taunting her? It does. I don't really see the. I don't know. There's just random scenes that I'm just like I don't really. It really does feel like the scene is there just to throw you off, just to like make you guess. And then there's another scene in which I think it's maybe right after this one. Oh, not right after this one, but again with Justine, in which she's basically she has a nightmare with in which she sees. So in the dark, she enters her classroom, and there's all the kids lying, so sitting at their desks with their faces, so like sleeping like with their faces on the desk, on each of their desks, and the only kid that lifts up his face with like this weird makeup on or like like white eyes is Alex looks at her smiling. That also I have no idea what that is supposed to be. Again, it just feels like a random scene that's there just to kind of throw you off. And then she senses that there's someone in her house when she wakes up, and then she looks to her ceiling, and for like a split second she sees Gladys on her ceiling looking down at her. And then I'm like, okay, what is what?
I don't know if it's some side effect of Gladys's power. And no, in these
It
sort of
could be
movies,
like I
sometimes it's
guess
just to be weird.
maybe
Sometimes things are just to remain unexplained.
maybe
And
maybe
sometimes
I
the
don't know.
mystery is just better than knowing, I guess.
I don't know. Personally, I like things to kind of just. My satisfaction kind of depends on like things making sense, like clicking in a way that makes sense to me.
No, I like wondering.
Yeah, I guess we're different in in that aspect. But yeah, I guess you could kind of try and explain like maybe Gladys is like spying on her, just to kind of make sure that she doesn't venture out and actually checks and like follows Alex. Maybe that's it. Could be it. I don't know. It's never explained. So yeah, it's one of those things. But yeah, but that is something that the movie does well. It's sort of I was thinking it did it well, but then in hindsight, it's kind of like it just feels like it's throwing random things at you to distract, I guess, or to create a mood without revealing too much, because it really does play on this mystery, and that's something that I enjoy when horror movies do that, when they are not too obvious, when they really play into the mystery and you trying to understand what, okay, movie, what are you, like, what's happening here. And that's a feeling that I really like, and this movie does that in the first half better than in the second half, because in the second half it has to reveal the things. But yeah, that's what I think.
It wasn't bad. It remains to be seen if it is the best movie of the year.
I mean, we've yet to watch Frankenstein, so
The world has yet to watch Frankenstein.
anything else you'd like to
No,
add?
I'm good.
Okay, then
I think I got everything up.
yeah, I mean we could talk about more about Gladys and like the because there's like, but I mean other people have done that already. Talked about like the possible connections she has to the Blackthorn tree and like Celtic mythology and all that stuff. Like we could delve into that if you want. That she could be either like a hag or like just a woman that
Servant
like
of
made like a
Satan.
make like a deal with the devil to get eternal
The Black
life.
Goat of the Woods.
Could be anything, and I think the movie also does, and yeah, like as I think it's been mentioned before, well, not in this episode, but there's been mentions that there's going to be a prequel to this movie eventually.
Yeah, sequel prequel, yeah.
That follows Gladys, right, or something like that.
I think I heard somewhere that it would be centered on Gladys, yes.
Yeah, so I guess
perhaps they're going to demystify the past.
Yeah, so I guess whatever we say, whatever we theorize, it's eventually going to be either proven right, probably not. It's going to be just like outdated. So maybe we just keep it like this for now, and then once that movie comes out, maybe we'll talk about it again. Just
yeah, who knows
just an
where
idea.
we will be when Weapons 2 comes out.
Weapons 2. The rearming. I don't know. The reloading. Anyway, what would you rate this movie?
Let's go with an 8. It's really good.
An 8? Okay.
Yeah.
I would say like
you
a
made me guessing until the end.
No, I would give it like a 7.5, maybe. 7.5 could be the average.
Okay then. 7 and 4 quarters. 3 quarters. 3 quarters, yeah.
7 twigs out of 10
bulls.
10 weapons. Okay, I don't know.
10 bulls.
7.5 parasites out of 10 weapons. Okay, 10 balls. Yeah, that's a good. Okay. Without further ado, the candles are out, the circles have been erased, and we will let silence reign again. The Grymm Mansion is closing its gates. Have a horrible night, and we'll see you next time.